So I talked yesterday about getting ready for this colonoscopy, which happened this morning. And I was talking to my therapist about it and had the realization that as opposed to it being kind of no big deal, it actually was kind of a big deal from the standpoint of something out of the ordinary. And it hit me actually earlier in the day today when I was having my first meal since Saturday. I was sitting with a group of people and they asked me something. I said, well, this is my first meal since Saturday. And I was like, that's a day and a half, which is not that long in the grand scheme of things, but in the scheme of my life, that is a long time to not have food. So I think I started thinking more about the whole process I had gone through, which had involved fasting for what ended up being about 36 hours. Then the whole cleansing process, which is kind of bothersome. The liquid is disgusting. And then actually going to the hospital and going through the procedure, being put out. I had never gone under with anesthesia before. And you're totally surrendering to whatever they do. So it's probably scary on some level, subconsciously, if not consciously. And I just kind of realized that I had gone through a lot in the last day and a half. Again, there's plenty of people in the world who have gone through more, even in the last day and a half. But for me, it was an out of the ordinary day or a couple days. And still, despite that, I trained Sunday morning, spent time on Mother's Day with my girlfriend and her daughter, showed them a good time, walked my dog. Right after the procedure this morning, went to the office, put in a full day's work, trained tonight. So instead of taking time out of my life because of this somewhat decent-sized procedure, I pretty much kept everything the same, which I would not have always been able to do. I think that in the past I would have made it a big deal in my head, would have needed more rest beforehand and afterward. It just would have taken more out of me because I was not as sturdy myself. And over time, I've made myself more sturdy so that I could be more present in the event. And I've quieted the voice inside my mind that says, you've been through a big thing, you should rest. You should take a day off or something like that. And I'm happy to have made myself sturdier in that way because that's the person I want to be. I want to be somebody who can go through stuff that's not every day and stay grounded and stay centered and not have it throw me off my game and have everything else stay as much the same as possible, as though nothing is awry, nothing is amiss, nothing's wrong, everything's okay. That's the person I want to be.